So you want to start a YouTube channel in 2020. What a great idea, by the way. So I can already recommend you do it. Now what I want to do in the process of this video is to help you get started in the right way. I'm going to share with you some of the best questions you can ask yourself and some of the answers you need to find in order to get started. These are the kind of crucial questions that usually people forget about, and then they go off and it's in the wrong direction. And by the way, if you don't know me yet, my name is Stefan Hertmann. I've got another channel that's got about 25 million views now, and it's enabled me to live a life I never dreamed of. So I want to share some of the lessons I've learned with that other channel here on this channel with you. If you like the idea of that, consider subscribing and also ringing that notifications bell. Otherwise, you will never get my videos, right? So let's get going. So imagine this basically on a graph, okay? We've got a whiteboard here. Imagine you being here. That's you there. The one with a person. And let's imagine you want to get to 1,000 subscribers, okay? So let's put 1,000 there. How do you get started? Well, I recommend you start with why. There's a famous book called Start With Why. And it's by, I forgot the name now, but it's about leadership. And really what being a YouTuber is being a leader, because in the end, you're going to be a leader to the crowd of people that follow you. So you want to think about what your big why is. Now, why I think why is such an important question is because when you have a clear why in your mind, a clear reason why you're doing it, other than, oh, I want to make some money, it will get you through the hurdles and over the obstacles. There will be times when you feel bad, when you don't get the results you want yet, when you're struggling, when you feel low. And having a big why, like a real reason why that is bigger than just, oh, I want to make some money, is going to help you keep going. The bigger your dream, the bigger your reason why, the smaller your struggles and your problems will appear. And so having a big dream, having a big reason why, having a big mission is really important. Now, I'll give you an example from my own life. I started my YouTube channel. Yes, on the one hand, I needed to find a way of making money on the side because my girlfriend was living on the other side of the world and it was just, I was in debt and all of that stuff. So I was thinking of, yes, financial gains. On the other hand, I also wanted to do it in a way that felt good. So what did I do? I got started as a dating coach for shy guys because I'd always been shy and I learned a lot about how to not be shy. And so I started sharing techniques and ideas and videos about how to be more confident around women in life and so forth. And having that real dream of actually helping people really helped me to keep going when things looked a bit dodgy at the beginning. And everything looks dodgy at the beginning, all right? And your first couple of videos are gonna suck and you hardly get any views and you're thinking, is this the right thing? But then something happened. Maybe you make one video that does something great. All of a sudden you get momentum and you're off to the races. The why is super important. Think carefully about why you want to do this. And it's also incredibly important for the next question. And what is that? What, of course. What are you going to do? You need to decide what you're going to do. It's not enough to just say, oh, I'm going to be a YouTuber, and then just try to upload random videos about stuff that you think might attract attention. It's great to attract attention, but if you want to have a consistent impact as a YouTuber, and impact equals growth as well, and if you want to get subscribers, then you want to have a clear idea of what you're going to do in order to satisfy your why. And it's interesting, people always talk about define your niche, and that's okay. That's all right, that's already not bad. But even more helpful, I find the question, who do I want to help? Who do I want to make videos for? What's my crowd? And sometimes that helps you actually get clearer about what you can help them with. So who do you want to serve? Who do you want your audience to be is a really important question. And then what is the essential value that you are planning to give your audience? Think about that very carefully. It's not just random videos that you're trying to go viral with. You need to provide value. But what is that value that you're providing? So in my case, the value I was providing, I was making videos with dating tips, confidence tips, conversation tips. So I was helping shy guys basically how to get more confident, how to meet women and so forth. And that provided a lot of value to people that were shy, that wanted to meet a girl, and that wanted to not screw things up all the time, right? So think about what the value is essentially that you want to provide to your audience. Because I've got to be honest with you here. In the end, it's about your audience, not about you. Don't think you can just turn up on YouTube necessarily and just get by on the power of your amazing personality. Now, personality helps a lot, but value is more important than personality. Now, another part of this what section here is the name of your channel. You might think about, what you want to call it. And the big worry is like, oh, what if I call it the wrong thing and then I can't change it later? Well, you can change it later, okay? You can absolutely change it later. So this is not the biggest question, okay? So for the time being, you could go with your name or you could go with something more search engine friendly. So if you're like, you're into dog food reviews, then you might call it dog food reviews. Really bad example. I think that might be a niche too small, but that's the idea, yeah? So think about who you really want to serve, who your crowd is, and don't say everybody because it's not going to work. You want to have a specific crowd that will be interested in what you're offering, for whom what you're offering is absolutely the key. And you want to think, of course, as well, that it's something that you're passionate about and that you could talk about and that you could love to do research about, right? So that you want to help these people. And don't worry about being an expert in this 100% already, because you can learn and grow. You're an expert if you know a little bit more about something than a group of other people, okay? Then you're an expert to them. So the next step is how? That's the next question. How are you going to do this YouTube channel? How are you going to make videos? Are you going to be doing vlog videos? Are you going to be doing videos like this, quite simply, with you talking to the camera? Are you going to be doing travel vlogs? Are you going to be doing interviews? What are you going to do? Are you going to be doing screen share videos a lot, where you're talking about stuff, like technical things, and you're going to share your screen all the time? Think about that. Think about the type of videos you can see yourself making, okay? And think about as well what you may already be quite good at. And if that's nothing yet because you're just starting out, don't worry, because this is all learnable skills, okay? Think about what will be quite comfortable for you though, and that's usually something useful to start with. The second aspect to this is really get clear about how much time can you allocate to running this YouTube channel. You want to think about a schedule for your videos. You want to think about how much time do you actually have in your week to spend it on the YouTube channel. It takes time to shoot videos. It takes time to prepare for a video, to script it. It takes time to edit it, unfortunately, unless you outsource all this. But if you're starting out, maybe you're not outsourcing, you want to be able to do it all yourself, basically, I think in the beginning. So think carefully about how many videos per month you can commit to. And then you want to create a schedule and really stick with it. Especially when you get started, you need to stick with a schedule so that your audience, when they grow, can rely on something coming from you regularly. Start experimenting with scripting videos for yourself, in a way scripting, outlining videos. Think about what actually works for you. Are you better at like freestyling completely, or are you better with a bit of a structure? And just get used to doing stuff. And that's really what leads into the next step, which is what now? What can you get started with now? Now, the first step I would take if I was you, and I strongly recommend this, I would start working through this. Get a notebook out, start writing down everything about under the why. Why do you want to do this? And really remind yourself of this every day if you can. Why you want to do this? What's your bigger mission? What's the bigger goal? What's the dream? Yeah? And get very specific about that. From that follows the what. What's your crowd? What are you planning to be in your crowd? What's the specific value you're going to give? And then think about that and do a bit of research. Of course, go on YouTube and look at what people are offering who might be talking to the same people, who might be in your niche. Then think about the how, what kind of videos are you going to make, and so forth. And then think about the name. That's a good first step. Another great first step is really think about what essential equipment do you need. Very little, really, but what do you need? Audio is really important, so think about that. Try to get a cheap microphone, a lapel mic, for example, like what I'm wearing right now. A great one is the Boya lapel mic that you can use. It's actually even smaller than this one. I'm just using this for a test. And you can use it on your smartphone and on a DSLR camera. You might want to think about, can you get away with a smartphone right now, or can you get a DSLR camera? Maybe you have one already. Don't worry about too many other things, but what are the essential things you need to get? That's another key question to get started with, okay? And then you should start making some videos. When it comes to what now, there's something else that you can do. Now, recently I ran a webinar live with people where I shared how I got started on YouTube. So I explained exactly what my why was, how I got started, some of the mistakes I made, some of the breakthroughs I had, why I did what I did. I gave some really great examples of videos that have completely blown up and took them apart. So there's a lot in there, basically, that would be incredibly helpful for you. So I re-recorded that webinar, which was a live webinar, in a more consolidated, straightforward fashion without all that audience interaction. And I uploaded it again, and it is available here at the link below in the description. So you can watch it. It's 1 hour long. It's like an in-depth training on how to get started on YouTube at the example of myself. So I hope that I can help you further on your journey into YouTube, or maybe further with YouTube. You'll also learn a lot if you're already a YouTuber from that webinar. So check out the webinar, it's going to help you enormously. And if you like this video, even just a little bit, I would really appreciate a thumbs up and that you join this channel, that you basically hit subscribe, because I'm just starting this out now because because I really want to help in 2020 and going forward. So if you want to join for the journey, please do so. All right, now follow the link here, or maybe here, who knows, and I'll see you on the webinar, and I'll see you back here soon.